3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Monday the 24th of August and happy birthday to Jean-Michel Jarre, Stephen Fry, Ava DuVernay and Rupert Grint.
7.
As schools continue to move towards a reopening, Boris Johnson has sent a message to parents saying that it's vitally important that children return to school. He's echoed the words of Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty, who says the risk for children of attending school in a pandemic is less than the harm that will be done if they continue to miss school.
The chances of many children being damaged by not going to school are incredibly clear, and therefore the balance of risk is very strongly in favour of children actually going to school, because many more are likely to be harmed by not going than harmed by going, even during this pandemic.
Meanwhile, Andy Burnham, Mayor of Manchester, is concerned about the track and trace system. He thinks it needs a bigger effort and that the government needs to cover the wages of people asked to isolate.
There are millions of low-paid people in our country who cannot afford to do what the government is asking them to do. And I'm calling for a system like jury service. If you're asked to do something by the government, as serving on a jury, you should have your pay covered and you should be able to do that straight away.
6.
Despite the pandemic, Brexit is still due to take place at the end of December when the current transition comes to an end, and the government has been adamant they will not ask for an extension. EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier is not optimistic about the chances of reaching a deal in time.
Today, at this stage, an agreement between UK and the European Union seems unlikely. I simply do not understand why we are wasting valuable time. The need for a level playing field is not going to go away. Even if the UK continues to insist on a low-quality agreement on goods and services only.
Donald's niece Mary Trump had a bestseller with her inside story of the madness of Donald. Now she's released audio recording of Donald's sister, former job Marianne Trump Barry, and she's not a fan of old Donnie either.
This goddamn tweet and the lying. Oh my God, I'm talking too freely, but you know, the change of stories, the lack of preparation, the lying, the holy. But he's appealing to the base, what they're doing with the kids at the border.
Meanwhile, the Democrats' presidential and vice presidential candidates Kamala and Joe Biden were interviewed together for the first time for ABC News this weekend, and they are well up for a fight.
President Trump has referred to you as nasty, a sort of madwoman, a disaster, the meanest, most horrible, most disrespectful of anybody in the U.S. Senate. How do you define what you hear from the president?
Listen, I think that there is so much about what comes out of Donald Trump's mouth that is designed to distract the American people from what he is doing every day, that is about neglect, negligence, and harm to the American people.
And incompetence.
4.
Belarus is home to Europe's last dictator, President Alexander Lukashenko. He recently held elections in which he claims to have received 80% of the vote. But protests have been gathering steam for the last few weeks, with thousands demanding change. And now opposition leader Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, who's had to flee to neighbouring Lithuania, is calling for action.
We don't know real number of the people who voted for this or for that person, but we know for sure that the elections were falsificated. But I can accept that I was chosen by people as national leader. And, I just can't come and say, I'm president, you have to obey. No, it's absolutely not about me.
3.
It was the Champions League final last night as French side PSG took on German side Bayern Munich. Bayern won 1-0 to pick up their 6th Champions League, and extraordinarily their manager Hansi Flick's 11th win in a row in the Champions League in his first season as manager. The Bayern squad includes left-back Alphonso Davies, who was delighted at the win.
Who would ever thought a guy from Canada playing at a club like Bayern Munich and winning Champions League, never could have guessed it. I think 2 years ago, if someone told me this, I would be like, yeah, you're lying. But, dreams do come true, and I just want to say thank you everyone for supporting me back home.
Student Vittoria Mario was offered a place at University of Warwick to study mathematics. However, she couldn't afford it, so she set up a GoFundMe, and unexpectedly, she hit the full amount after a £23,000 donation from Taylor Swift. Yeah, the actual Taylor Swift.
It's amazing. I feel like it's actually a dream that are now being able to achieve. Now I don't have this burden, if that makes sense, of actually been seeking for financial help because of Taylor Swift made it happen. And I'm just glad, I'm just over the moon. Oh yeah, I told my mom, she's just screaming and shouting, just asking, who's this singer? And she was over the moon as well.
It's not due out until 2021. In fact, it's not even finished shooting. But the first trailer for the new Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson as Batman dropped over the weekend. And there's quite a bit of punching going on in a very moody trailer.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
This has been the Smart 7. Be smart, wear a mask. We've got an Alexa skill now, so enable us and then just say, Alexa, play the Smart 7. We're back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.